Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive Podcast. In this episode of the Weekly Compass, we're going to take a look at the energies that may surface for the week of November 23rd through the 29th. Before we get into the reading, I just want to say happy Thanksgiving to those of you who celebrate, and happy Native American Heritage Day, which is November 27th here in the United States. Okay, so let's get into the reading. So I pulled an animal spirit card to see what sort of the overall energy for the week might hold. And it's interesting. So we got boar or pig spirit. And pig's message is face your problems head on with confidence and courage, and you will emerge victorious. And so I want you to kind of keep that message in mind as we move through the energies for the week, because it is relevant. So as we start off this week, as I look at the energies, I'm sort of reminded of this saying that sages have said throughout the years, which really holds true. It's basically release from all limitations comes to those who awaken their inner awareness. And so the 23rd, which is Monday, is actually a 5 energy. So we're starting off this week with a 5 energy, which again is that energy of change, transformation. And I'm really getting this energy of change in thought, so change in mindset, and communication, so how we communicate. So again, keep all this in mind as we move through the energies. So at the beginning of the week, we have this possibility of, again, this need for a change of mindset. So it comes back to this energy of where we're constantly looking to the external for validation, for the answers, for guidance, for, love, for whatever is coming up, that you're clinging to the external, to other people to bring to you or to show you or to validate for you. There's really this feeling of coming up short, so lacking. And so there's going to be this call, and how this comes in for you will be around the challenges that potentially come in for you that are trying to highlight for you where the mindset needs to change for you. So again, if it's around this need for love and you're constantly searching for that in situations where it's unrequited love, or you're constantly demeaning your own self and your own worth to please another, to make them love you, that sort of thing. And I'm just using this as an example, but that is going to the external to find something that you have an immense amount of access to from within. So you have eternal, infinite access to divine love from within. And so ultimately on this journey, we discover that that's what we're meant to tap into first. When we can tap into that, then the external begins to mimic that, and we begin to see love in a different light and how we expect others to show up in love, right? And so again, I'm just using love as an example because it's sort of universal, but this can be, if you're looking to the external for fulfillment or for validation, again, that ultimately has to start from within. And I know it sounds cliche, but I think that some of the challenges or the experiences that we see this week are trying to highlight to us where it is that we are constantly seeking from without when we should be seeking it from within. So again, I go back to that saying of the sages, which is release from all limitations comes to those who awaken their inner awareness. And so there is this feeling of limitation at the beginning of the week, or feeling limited in some way or restricted. But again, where that freedom, where that 5 energy is going to flourish is from within initially. That's where it has to begin. And so I feel like there's going to be opportunities for change. Again, embracing that 5 energy. So there's going to be opportunities for change. There's going to be opportunities to highlight where we need to pay closer attention to, where we're constantly looking to the external to show us what we need to know internally, or what we're trying to be shown from the inside. And it's what we do with that energy, it's what we do with that information that is going to ultimately make all the difference. So it's up to us, right, The universe can only do so much. We still have free will. And so pay attention to what comes in for you. Pay attention to those challenges or those frustrations or those experiences that where you kind of notice yourself constantly looking to the external to fulfill you or to validate you or to show you your worth or whatever the case may be. And where you can start to make those adjustments so that that fulfillment, that validation, that love starts from within, okay? Then we move into the middle of the week, and it's interesting. I'm kind of getting this sense of kind of this energy of it could go either way. But for some of us, I feel like there's going to be this energy of ideas or relationships, something from the past surfacing. And there's this opportunity for this to either be fulfilling in some way, emotionally fulfilling in some way, emotionally, brings joy, whatever. Or there's this opportunity for, or this experience possibility of feeling emotionally overwhelmed. So again, it depends on what it is that comes up for you, who comes up for you. And when I say like a relationship from the past, that doesn't have to be a physical relationship, like the person doesn't have to be actually coming into your awareness. It's just that their energy may be coming into your awareness, okay? And so you may be thinking of them a lot more. You may be, they may be constantly on your mind. You may be feeling them energetically. And if that's the case, and it's tap into how you feel, what feelings come up for you around this person, around this energy, because if it feels overwhelming for you or it triggers something within you, then that's a key to take a closer look because there's some healing that needs to be done there, okay? With or without the person. If it brings you joy or happiness or fulfillment, then enjoy that, cherish that and, move with that. There's no need to, sort of squash that because that person's not physically in your life or whatever. Now, if this is somebody physically who comes in for you, then again, tap into how the experience is making you feel and then let that guide your actions. So for some, this might not be a person, this may be an idea or an inspiration resurfacing. And so again, tap into how you feel about the idea or the inspiration. And if the timing feels right for you to take action, then move from that space, okay? So just this energy of something from the past, it does feel like it's from the past kind of coming in, that needs a closer look. And so again, whatever this is could be emotionally fulfilling or emotionally overwhelming. And so again, it's once we decipher or have that awareness about how it makes us feel, then we can take action from that space. And then we move into the end of the week. And again, there's this energy of a call for a shift in focus. So pay attention to where you are expending all of your energy, where you're focusing your energy. And is it where you want to be expending your energy, right? Is it where you want your focus to be? If it feels like your focus is there because, if you feel obligated or is just out of habit or whatever, then again, there lies some work to be done to shift that focus to where you want it to be. So this is really a question of what do you want to build? How do you want to build it? Who do you want to build it with? And what are you focusing on to make that happen? Okay. Now, again, this goes back to the energy at the beginning of the week where it was like, are you looking to the external to do this for you, to fulfill you, to whatever? Or are you looking within to see what it is that you actually want, how it is that you actually want to move forward, and then you're moving to the external to make that happen, to take the action steps. So again, there's just this energy around if we can shift our focus to something that's much more aligned, then there's an opportunity for a lot of harmony, for a lot of stability, for a lot of security, for a lot of joy, for a lot of coming together, all of that. And this could also be around communication. And so again, how are you communicating with others? How are you expressing? Are you doing that in a way that feels aligned for you? Are you doing that in a way that helps to build a bridge rather than burn the bridge, right? And so there's all of this kind of coming into play, and it just depends on how it comes in for you and what you choose to do with it. But there is this energy around, where are you focusing your energy? Where are you focusing your thoughts? What does your mind keep taking you back to? Because it could be that there's some work that needs to be done there. It could be that your focus is there because you're being asked to take action on that. And again, it comes back to going within, seeing how you feel, seeing where, there are actual physical limitations that are keeping you from moving forward, but also where there are mental constraints, right? Like where there are limitations within the mind that you're creating for yourself, that just a refocus of energy can change that dynamic. So just an opportunity to take a closer look at that and see how you can begin to make the changes that need to be made, and to shift the focus where it needs to be shifted. And this can also be about really, if your energy feels scattered, if your mind feels scattered, if your focus feels scattered, then this is an opportunity to sort of rein that back in and decide the top things that you really want to put that effort into. Where do you want to focus your energy? Because a lot of times, if your energy is completely scattered, then you're not giving, 100% to a couple of things. You're giving 100% to a million different things. And it's really hard for a million different things to come to fruition. So again, this is just a call to shift your focus. This can also be mindset. So if you are focused on the negative, this is an opportunity to create a gratitude journal and start focusing on those things that are fulfilling you, that are making you happy, that are working, right? Not to say that there are not enough things in the world that aren't working. Of course there are, but we don't have to constantly expend our energy and constantly focus on those things. Because again, what we continue to focus on, we continue to see, and we continue to create, and we continue to expand upon. So what do we want to create and expand upon? And that's where that shift needs to come in. So interesting energies for the week. But I think that, again, it all comes back to us. We are in the driver's seat of this. So we get to make the decisions. We get to co-create with spirit, and like Pig Spirit says, face those problems head on and you'll be victorious, right? So, okay, well, I hope that it is a powerful, transformative week for you all. And again, I hope that whatever holiday you are celebrating, that it's joyous and full of blessings. And until we meet again, take care. Bye for now.